I push the button, we are recording.
Okay, so count off.
1,
2, 3,
4,
5, 6.
7.
How would you feel if I told you that your child's kindergarten teacher this year, but it's her first year teaching kindergarten? But don't worry, she's been teaching 5th grade for 25 years. This might leave you a little bit shaken. Or how would you feel if I told you that we're able to salvage the Spanish programs in our high schools, that the teachers have been replaced with computer programs? Or better yet, that I told you that your child's class of 22 is now going to be at a class of maybe 28 to 1 teacher. All of these things would probably leave you a little confused and scared about your child's future. As the school year began, you might have experienced some of these changes. Well, how did all of this happen? Well, the state of Texas was faced with a $27 billion shortfall in their budget this year. Senator Rodney Ellis says that this is the largest budget issue we've had in the state's history. The leaders of our state decided to cut first and then ask questions later. And what does that mean? They decided to cut the budget of our public education and our health services in the state of Texas, and then deal with the consequences later on. The 2012-2013 budget has been cut by $5 billion for public education in the state of Texas. And what does that mean for education and your child overall? This means that teachers were furloughed, some teachers were forced to retire, and that positions such as library and language classes have been dropped from the school, or have had other arrangements made. And teachers, if that didn't help, teachers were shifted among their campus. Gary Schaefer reminds us that in 1984, the state put a cap on the classrooms of 1 teacher to 22 student bodies through grades kindergarten through 5th grade. The cap has been removed or being reconsidered due to a lack of staff. So the quality in education that your child has is no longer. The teacher is too busy trying to contain a classroom of possibly 28 students. Teachers are teaching unfamiliar subjects. This doesn't mean that the teachers aren't educated, because many elementary teachers and teachers overall are certified for several different grades or subjects. What this does mean, though, is that we have teachers that have been teaching for 25 years or 10 years in a specific subject that are now being moved to an unfamiliar subject and an unfamiliar age group of children. In some schools, programs have cut their libraries, which has forced the junior high and high school librarians to cover these library times, because library time is part of the curriculum in the state of Texas. Furthermore, as I mentioned earlier, computer programs have replaced teachers in subjects as foreign languages such as Spanish. School nurses on some campuses have even been asked to cut their day 45-minute shorts to help save some money. What are the plans to fix this mess? Well, the state of Texas has disbursed funds to the superintendents throughout the state, and they've asked them to allocate these funds appropriately. Your district, such as Client ISD, has decided to raise taxes. That makes all of us happy. As of October 17th, the taxable rate has changed from 1.4296 to 1.4300. 330 positions have been eliminated. These positions included support staff, office staff, first-year teachers, and things of that nature. Campus and department budgets have been cut by 5% as well. Many of us think that money doesn't matter, and while it doesn't matter on our daily lives, and the clothes that we wear, and some of us don't matter or care to keep up with the Joneses, it really does matter. And over the last couple years, we've seen how money can affect our state, both large and small, and the education and health of our state. Senator Rodney Ellis says, properly funding education is not an extravagance. It is an obligation we must meet to ensure the future of our success in our state. And furthermore, your students and our children are the future of our nation. And if we don't have them equipped with the proper education, then who are we to be later on? Are there any questions?
Was the student-teacher ratio actually, the cap removed?
The cap wasn't removed. You have to file a certificate to request the cap be lifted, but most of them have been lifted due to the staff being cut.
Where is the state of Texas ranked nationally in spending per student?
They're in number 37 right now, and that's at about $6,500 per student.
When does the state of Texas, where does the state of Texas rank nationally? Oh, you just asked it? Oh, this one, okay.
I have a chart here to show you the projected budget for this year, the 2012-2013 budget. So this will be next year. And then I also have a list of questions and answers that our district has provided us that we can refer to as well.
Great. What in the school district, in the Klein School District, what is the average number of students per household?
The average number of students per household is currently at 0.65.
Interesting.
And that's it.